Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, yeah. I won't. What's up, Pat? I moved my little studio around, so I'm making sure my lighting and my audio is as good as it can get, or as good as it was. Looking a little rough. It's been a rough week at work. I am tired. Well, I bought me a new desk, and it took me a couple days after I got it together to want to hook everything up. Just been tired and sore from work. You can't hear me? Oh, okay. But does my audio sound pretty good? And lighting, everything like that? Yeah. Smoking me an old New World from AJ, if I can get it to snap on. There we go. I mean, whatever. I don't know why my camera won't really snap on. Yep, New World. God. And the thing about it is, I I've been stuck on those like crazy lately. Do you smoke a tobacco pipe? I did. Well, if you ever decide to, This is called Autumn Evening by Cornell and Deal. Even through the bag, it's an autumn blend. But isn't uh Marifelt, aren't they like the biggest in it? Cameroon? Is that what they do? Turn that off. See, and it's probably one of those things they're going to try to be more vertically integrated. Um, it's not a good move. I mean, they have great tobacco. Um, yeah, was it the Stillwell Star? Oh, Steve Saka's. But that 500 sub episode is being planned. Yes, I haven't had the Stillwell Star yet, but Jeremy Reeves, he is the head blender at Cornell and Deal. He's the one that blended that cigar with Steve Saka. Um, I've been smoking tobacco pipes now for it's been a while. There's just something about a nice little aromatic every once in a while. It's just good. Uh-oh, what's going on? Yeah, I can see that. Well, and my deal with aromatic pipe tobacco is everything I smoke it fast. Well, aromatic pipe tobacco, you shouldn't smoke it fast because then the pipe gets hot and you get tongue bite. And once you scorch that tobacco, because most of the time aromatics are topped with something sugary or sweet, well, you burn that and they taste terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah. And that's how I was for a long time. Then I was just like, you know what? I tried some, and I think a lot of it is too is if I don't have time for a cigar, there's another one called Habana Daydream, and it has a lot of cigar leaf in it. And that's really what I started doing because if I didn't have time, I'll just light a little bowl in my backy pipe. Oh, is that the Connecticut, right? Their new one? Take that down. Audio monitoring there. Yeah, I haven't smoked me a good Connecticut in a while. Well, I mean, I've smoked some good Connecticut's, but I haven't tried any new ones in a while. I should say. Where is that at? I was just reading something a while ago too. I go to Halfwell a lot. Ooh, the new Don Carlos. Johnny Tobacconaut. You know, I've been trying to find the new JT tins, but I can't seem to be lucky enough to find them. Come on, where is it at? Man, where did I see that? There it is. Yeah, it's but this one's it was about the Fuente and the Marifel. You know, they were limited run, but these Perdomos right here that they made for the 40th anniversary for Two Guys Cigars, well, Two Guys Smoke Shop, which they just changed the name. That is a great, great cigar. Yeah. Well, the 40th is for the 40th is for David Garofalo. Their cigar shop hit 40 years in business. Um, it's not Perdomo's 40th, but they made the cigar for them. They only made 400 boxes. And I don't know how many singles. He may still have some on the Two Guys Cigars website. There may still be some singles, but it was a great cigar. Well, looks like Don Carlos number 2. Like you said, I better stock up on them bad boys. Because they are not going to taste the same. If you raise your see, and that's crazy. And another one was the Drew Estate in Hoya de Nicaragua. They ended their distribution agreement. And it's like, what's everybody doing? I mean, I get you want to be more self-sufficient, but Drew Estate and Hoya have been doing it since 2008. I mean, come on. Your partners for almost 2 decades. Oh hell yeah. I agree with that. You know, a cigar I've been wanting to try is the new McAuliffe Green with the Matafina wrapper. I'd like to try to get a hold of their rep and see if she can't get um, McAuliffe in my area. McAuliffe, pretty damn good, and for the price. Toro Grande. I'm telling you, the Matafina, the I can never say it. Adiparaca. Dude, the CAO Brasilia, the Five Vegas Brazil. That cigar cost almost nothing, and it is fan freaking tastic. A lot of people look down on Five Vegas, but Five Vegas makes some damn good cigars. Oh yeah, I think CAO has to be one of my most smoked brands. I love the Palone and the Palone Añejo. I love that cigar. The flatheads, there's not a flathead I don't think I don't like. The Italia, hell, the America, they've done great. Um, and then like the Ozinger family. Um, obviously, they used to Ozinger is what the O and CAO stands for, but and they're they're with Crown Heads now, but you can still taste. You can still taste that there's some CAO thought behind that cigar. You know, actually, where is it? I have two pipe tobaccos. The CAO Eileen's Dream. It's freaking fantastic. And the Cherry Bomb by CAO. Oh my god. They know how to do tobaccos, which they started off in the pipe world anyway. That's right. Mm-hmm. You know, I had today once I got off work, I went by the little shop we have here in town. Um, well, it's actually a shop that I buy from, and he's also one of my accounts. Um, for both Big Sky and Haze Gray. But I bought me this that New World, and I haven't had a fat bottom Betty in a long time. And it's been a while since I've smoked an infused cigar. It wasn't bad. I don't smoke them very often, but it wasn't bad. Saint DuPont, ain't nobody gonna pay $2,000 on the lighter. Saint DuPont, get out of here. Dude, do it. If you need any, I mean, you're probably more technical than I am. Do it. If you need any help, just let me know and I'll help you as much as I possibly can. And yes, we want to do a live bad. We just need to set up the time. Yeah, I like Calibri, and the Garfather sent all of us one of these. It's the brand is Lubinsky. And this freaking lighter, I have never had trouble with it. Now, Calibri, actually, if I can look it up, I was actually looking at Calibri lighters and cutters. Yeah. I was looking at is let's set it up. I'm sure we can do it. I was looking at the Calibri. What's the name on this son of a gun? Come on. Yeah, I was looking at the Calibri Ascari. It's a lime green and black lighter. Of course, I like the silver. It's got the yeah, man. I'll get with everybody. And we'll see what we can do. I think that sounds fun. Our schedules have just been kicking us in the butt lately. What a lot of people don't understand is we're in 4 different states, 2 different time zones. Um, we all have crazy jobs. But hell yeah, dude. I love that everything. I actually think the overall setup, the overall background looks better than it did before. Let's go to big screen. Yeah, everything looks pretty damn good. Besides my big ass head. Dude, and if you do you want to do a channel, StreamYard is coming out with some crazy shit. They even have a teleprompter. It's crazy. I'm gonna definitely use the hell out of that because when I do my little my brand breakdowns. No, that's all everybody else uses. I have a desktop, um, which I mean it was a gaming computer, but I bought it because of uh, the chipset and the graphics card, but um, yeah, it's all Panda and everybody else runs off of is a laptop. You're not wrong. And one of the biggest mistakes is like a lot of people that do this online, especially the bigger channels, are getting hit a lot harder. They're easier to spot. But if you put .com after a website that has to do with tobacco, people are getting their asses smacked for that. Um, like if you notice a lot of it now, like Cigars Daily, he won't even smoke during his videos. He'll have a cigar lit, but you'll never see him take a pull off of it anymore because he's generating so much off that channel now. He's not going to jeopardize that for smoking a cigar. I look at it this way. There's a lot worse shit on YouTube than smoking cigars. It's like you can see some crazy shit on YouTube. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. I watch Maz all the time. I love watching Maz and Foch. And yeah. And hell, they still get ads. There's been ads in a lot of their videos. And you're like, what? Luckily, I think our size helps us, but there has been smaller channels getting hit too. So that's kind of the scary part. And it's like 100%, and it's completely natural, and you can watch people do whatever you want on people doing drugs on YouTube, uh, getting drunk, beating the piss out of each other, shooting. You can watch almost anything on YouTube now. And smoking a freaking legal, handmade, all natural product is such such a big deal. I've thought about seeing if everybody wanted to switch over to Rumble. I've honestly thought about that because it's a little more lax, actually a lot of bit lax. Um, I just don't know how many people would follow us over. I mean, I don't think it'd be a big problem, but I've really thought about just going to Rumble because when we first started out, I used to put the podcast on. Um, yeah, you're right there. I don't want to get into any of that. I used to put it on Spotify, Amazon Music. It was everywhere. But it just got to the point where I was just like, everybody's rules were changing. This, and this. Remy, my damn puppy dog's in here. Go on. Remy, go on. And it's just like, so now it's just YouTube, and Facebook. Now maybe eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick some of that up. The new Nika Rustic is up. I've never had the Adobe, but I've smoked the shit out of that broadleaf. Ooh. Yeah, that just sounds good. See, and one thing I like about Connecticut's is, I want to say, I kind of like I wouldn't call it earthiness, but the kind of the grassy, I don't know. I do enjoy that from time to time. Oh, broadleaf, yeah, Connecticut broadleaf. I mean, or Pennsylvania broadleaf. I smoke a lot of Mexican San Andreas, but I do love some broadleaf. I love Corojo. Corojo is one of my favorite rappers. How you doing, Unbanded? Just doing a little test run. Changed my setup a little bit and want to make sure the video and audio and the background was looking good. I know there's one cigar in particular. If you want the taste of smoking straight up earthy dirt, it is a inexpensive cigar. Like you can get a bundle for like $25. And it's the 1876 Maduro. I bought some for yard gars for when I'm out in the shop or mowing the grass. And that is one earthy ass cigar. I don't like using the term it's a bad cigar. Because somebody spent time cultivating them fields and doing all the 300 hands. So it's hard for me to say it was a bad cigar, but I can say I'll never buy another 1876 cigar. And yes, the Camacho Corojo is very good. So is the Aladino Corojo Reserve or Reserva. I love that cigar. Wrapper, binder, filler, all Corojo. And to me, it just smacks. Like I said, if you just want a very inexpensive cigar just to kick around in the backyard with, or, work on something in the shop, it's great for that. The thing is, it's one of those cigars. You can't go into it having high hopes. Tatuaje Corojo 7. Yes, they are. The Big Sky Blackfoot has a Corojo filler. Bang. That thing's good. See, I've never tried any of the Caldwells yet. I always look at them and I just haven't pulled it yet. But I've heard great things about Caldwell. Illusion. Is that I think that's how you say it? The original documents Corojo. Bad Mama Jamma. We had Eric Espinosa on the podcast. And we're just asking questions. And I asked him about the Comfortably Numb, not knowing it is under his brand, but he doesn't blend them. He has another guy do it. I was so embarrassed. But hell, I didn't know. Um, Comfortably Numb is a cigar for Cigars International. I had no idea. But during that same episode, I had of course, I smoke them all the time, but the La Bamba. I had God, which one was it? It was the 6x60. And I'm like, shit, I hear this is a strong cigar. So I asked him. He's like, I don't smoke them. I was like, why? He said, because it'll knock your dick off. But I bought that in the Corona size. It'll take you for a ride. But God, it's so good. I'm gonna have to put that audio on my soundboard and play it from time to time. He was such a fun interview, and where he was, it was raining, it was storming bad, and the first cigar that ever put me out was a Gurkha Evil. That cigar, the only way I can truly define that cigar is it was like smoking the sleeve out of a leather jacket. That was the leather. It give you instant cotton mouth. I haven't had the 1935. Some cigars. There's definitely some cigars that I'm going to make sure I have some sugar available because that nicotine's going to kick you in the face. The Gurkha, God, what's it called? Ghost. The problem with Gurkha, they have no fields. They have nothing. No rollers. Nothing. They buy random ass tobacco and have random ass companies roll it. So you're never going to get consistency out of their cigars. Now, you can get a good batch from time to time. And I've smoked a couple in their line. The Double Fuerte, I didn't mind that cigar. It wasn't too bad. I don't know I have two in there. The Yakuza wasn't bad. But yeah, you're absolutely right. They have definitely oversaturated their brand. And then they thought, well, hell, let's do a celebrity cigar, which never works. And then they did was it Year of the Dragon? Year of something, the snake or something. And they had Oliva make one, AJ Fernandez. Well, those are going to be good because who made them? And, they're made with quality tobacco at a quality factory. But other than that, they need to get their shit straight because Gurkha used to dominate. And then Gurkha has a cigar that's for sale for like $1.5 million. Look that up. It's crazy. But I think there's still time. They could try to rebuild. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But again, we talked about that during the podcast, and he told Guy, I don't want to do a celebrity cigar. And, Guy asked why. And he said, because they don't ever put in any of the legwork. But Guy has worked his ass off to promote those lines. And yeah, I think I have one left in my humidor, and it's the Puro. When I went to PCA, they had a big table set up, and I was able to get one. Um, but Panda sent us some, or one, and I smoked it, and it wasn't bad. And it's a Nicaraguan Puro. I mean, absolutely. But now I wonder, the new regulations that Texas passed in September. I wonder if their bans, it doesn't necessarily portray food, but it has that chef on it. I wonder if they have to either change their bans or pull out of Texas. Yeah, man, I got you. Yeah, I think everything's good, but it was great talking to you. I'm glad everything's back to where it was, maybe a little better. Kind of tweak some settings. But as always, man, thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I'll ask the guys and we'll get a time set. Like I said, we really want to do that. Whether it's a sip and smoke or a late hour, we definitely want to get that in with you for sure. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And yes, sir, brother. You have a good night, man. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. What the hell is that? Ew.